Good morning, everybody. I want to hop on here and discuss. I want to do a couple videos discussing some of the key questions that I get asked quite frequently, and I'm going to try to address them as quickly and easily as possible. So, first question that I want to address is uh, what's the difference between a chuck and a roller? Okay, so chucks have been around for over 100 years. Nothing's really changed. Everybody's just kind of put their own spin on it, their own twist, their own idea. Um, but chucks are originally for like woodworking, metal, stuff like that. They're made for precise precision holding capabilities and things of that nature. So with the rise of galvo lasers, chuck rotaries have become more popular, obviously, because they are the fastest machines that we currently use. And you need something that can keep up with it and not slip or bind or anything like that. So a chuck is your best option for if you have a galvo. With the newer RF tube lasers, it's really good. The drawback I say to a chuck is going to be the loading and unloading. Loading and unloading. I mean, granted, you're not losing a whole lot of time with a chuck. You're losing about 3 to 5 seconds compared to a roller. But when you're doing production, hundreds of things at once, that 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds adds up. So when time is money, the chuck is not the best bet. The roller is going to be more for your production, especially if you have things like Maker Supplies cups. They have no logos. Polar Camels, no logos. Things like that. If you have things with no logos, you can just drop them in and go. I mean, it's the quickest and easiest production machine out there. Uh, most of the rotaries made out there that are roller are, or at least the higher end ones, are very consistent. They're repeatable without much, if any, issues. Chucks, on the other hand, I mean, with the fumbling and twisting and everything, it's just more likely to get things out of alignment. So it requires more checking, more diligence, and more caution on that end. Whereas, the rollers, there's not much to go wrong. You push down a lever or some holding mechanism, pull the cup out, put a new one in, let go of it, and hit start. It's really, it's much better for production. So aside from the obvious difference of a roller having wheels and a chuck being a singular rotation point, the benefits of a roller is going to be expediency, production, and things of that nature. Just repetitive stuff. If you need more precise, finer detail, you're going to be going over it, whether it's to remove a coating and then come back and color fill it or re-engrave it or etch it, or you're doing a lot of fine detail work where those micro steps really work well, and the ability to come back and do it again if it's not quite right. So those are the main differences between the two. And so if you're looking for a rotary and you're not quite sure what to get, if you contact me, we're gonna have about a 5 minute conversation on what it is you're doing, because ultimately I want to make sure that you get something that's going to be productive for what you want and what you need. I don't want to sell you something just because it's the newest thing, that it's the most talked about or whatever, because in all aspects, I mean, people are going to talk about what they're trying to sell, and if they're really trying to push it, they're gonna talk about it. That's why you don't hear much about rollers anymore. It's not that it's not that they're bad. It's just the chuck is the newest thing, and that's what everybody's talking about. And some people, I think, are coming to the realization that a chuck is not a one size fits all. It's not it's not good for everything. It'll pretty much do everything, but it's not good for everything. Just like a roller is not good for everything. But a roller is going to be more reliable and consistent than a chuck in many ways, with or without a support, and just in general, from my experience, and I'm sure others can chime in on this as well in the comments. as I'm sure they will. But it's really a preference when it comes down to it. I prefer a roller. Just that's my preference. Chucks, I've kind of changed my attitude towards Chucks, but still, they have a place. And in my business, or my local business here, um, that place is custom stuff, which is a lot of what we do. So we get stuff that we're not familiar with, and we don't know about. So having a chuck is really beneficial for that, because you can always come back over it and not have to worry about slipping. You can do the same thing with a roller. It just takes little extra steps and a little bit extra caution to prevent it from doing that, but it can be done. People have done it for many years prior to chucks gaining in popularity again. So just I hope that kind of addresses or answers the question. But the main thing is just make sure you're getting what you need, not what everybody is talking about necessarily. Ask questions. I'm always here if you have any questions. I'm not going to push you into sales. You could probably ask anybody that's ever called me. I very rarely talk about sales and buying. Like, if you want to buy it, you're going to buy it from me. If you don't, then you're not. But either way, I'm here to answer questions and help you out, regardless of if you own my stuff or not. If you find yourself in a bind and you need help, I'm always available. So you can reach me at rotaryattachments.com, totalperformancelasers.com, applairusa.com. You can find me at any of my subsidiary businesses or products, and get a hold of me that way on social media, whatever. So above all else, ask questions, and make sure that you're spending your money on what's going to actually move your business forward, not necessarily what's going to make other people happy. Cause, or so I hope that makes sense. I'm going to quit rambling. Anyways, I got to get back to work. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next one. Later. Bye.